do you want to get paid to do weekly meal prep for clients, but you're not sure how to do it? Well, that is exactly what you're going to learn today. Hey there, Chef Shelly here. This channel is for passionate home cooks who want to get paid to do what they love. I've had a successful personal chef business for over 15 years, and when I'm not cooking for my own clients, I help passionate cooks just like you start your own spectacular personal chef business. So if that's something that you're interested in, be sure to click that subscribe button and hit the bell so you never miss a video. I know you're a great cook, obviously, or you wouldn't be here, so this process is actually going to be a lot easier than you think. You just need some pro strategies and bonus tips and tricks to show you exactly how to cook a week's worth of meal prep like we do as a personal chef for paying clients. And the best part about it is, after doing this practice on yourself, you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor this week. So if you breeze right through this little sample example, we're just going to talk about 3 recipes. You can go on and even try to do 5 at a time, which is really what a standard personal chef service is. And then you'll really be cooking like a pro. So practicing this personal chef service of batch cooking like this will have you mastering it in no time, and then you've got a solid foundation for weekly meal prep for your personal chef business. First thing, you need to choose good recipes. And let's start with just 3 entrees that you want to have for dinner this week. Now, but be careful. Now is not the time to start scouring Pinterest or cracking open your new French laundry cookbook for the first time. Really, you just need to choose recipes that you already know well so that you can focus on the multitasking and getting things done quickly and efficiently. So to keep your cooking fast, choose recipes that are going to use different appliances, like one that's on the stovetop, one for the oven, and maybe one in a slow cooker. This way, you won't be waiting for the first dish to finish while you're trying to do something else, and then it just slows you all down. So for example, and this is what I include in the free guide I have on how to do weekly meal prep, there's a recipe for spice rub pork chops with a sweet corn relish, and that one's done on the stovetop. There's a roast chicken with a lemon parmesan sauce, which is done in the oven, and then a barbacoa beef, which is done in the slow cooker. So that is a perfect example. Now for these dishes, when I'm doing them, the first thing I would do is start the oven heating, then get the chicken ready to go in the oven, and then load the slow cooker, and then cook the pork. And again, this really maximizes most of your time. So this is why I recommend when you're practicing and you're just starting that you choose 3 recipes that are going to use different appliances. So now this gets more complicated when you have your personal chef business and you're cooking for clients, because they are going to choose their recipes, so it might end up being ones that all have to go in the oven staggered. But again, this is practice to start getting you a good solid foundation. So that's why it's important to practice, because no amount of reading or learning is going to make up for actually doing and cooking like a personal chef doing meal prep. Plus, the more you cook personal chef services like this, the faster and more efficient you're going to get, which means you can be finished cooking a fantastic week's worth of dinners for your client, be paid, and get off work by early afternoon if you have to pick up your kids from school or just do something fun or whatever else you'd rather be doing besides working. So after you get those 3 recipes chosen, then you're going to really want to do your solid planning. So as a personal chef, your time is literally your money. So the more efficient you are and the more quickly you're finished, the more you're making per hour. So who wants to spend a bunch of time, planning in the grocery store anyway, right? So for your planning, when you're putting together that grocery list, one of the easiest way to do it is to batch it by department. This will help you if you're doing your grocery shopping physically in the store, because you can make sure you get everything in one department before you move on to the next, and you're going through each place only once, and it really helps you stay more organized, and not make mistakes. Even if you're shopping online, if you're doing Amazon Fresh or Whole Foods or whatever and ordering groceries online to be delivered, you still want to organize your grocery list like that, because then you can really see if, oh, this dish needs 1 bell pepper, this dish needs 2, then you know you need 3, instead of going again back and forth, and that will save you time, and again, also keeping you from making mistakes. We've all done it. So, after you've gotten your groceries, whether you've gone to the store or you've had them delivered, you can unpack everything onto a counter. And what you can do is either put stuff away if you're going to be doing it later, or if you're going to be doing it right then, not only separating your ingredients by recipe, but also getting everything you need that you already have out of the pantry and grouping them. Because the less trips you're going to be making to the pantry and the fridge, the faster your cooking's going to be. So of course, the first thing you want to do before you start cooking is get that oven preheating, because that is also something that can really slow you down. So while the first dish is cooking, whatever it is you've chosen, you'll want to start prepping the next. You'll want to use any downtime that you have really efficiently, because let me tell you what I don't do as a personal chef. I do not prep and measure out all the ingredients for every dish before I start cooking. That's great for restaurants. It's great if you're doing a stir fry. It's great if you're baking, but it's often faster when you're doing dishes that aren't like that you use downtime while dishes are cooking to do your prep, because that keeps it more efficient overall. It's not like you're just making one dish here. You're trying to do 3 at the same time as you can. Sometimes you can't. But again, prepping every dish you're going to be cooking all before you get started at all is not the most efficient way to do it in this case. After you do that and you get through your cooking, you're going to want to chill everything down quickly, package it all up, whether you're going to be doing it individually or family style, whatever you want, label it so it's super easy to see what it is in the refrigerator, especially if your fridge is anything like mine and it is packed full. That way you won't have to go digging for it later. And voila, you've got a week's worth of dinners ready to go at your fingertips. Now, if this sounds really simple and you'd like more help with it, click the link by the video and you can get the free guide I have, which goes much deeper into each step, including 3 recipes and exactly how to put together the grocery list, how to order them for cooking, and how to do the prep in what order. Plus, there is a ton of extra pro tips and information and resources, and it's totally free. So get it now and get to practicing, because I'm telling you, the clients are out there and they're hungry for what you're cooking.